Gita Sugita Kartavya Kimanye Shastra Vistare Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadmadvinishritha. Hare Krishna. So, welcome all the devotees for today's session. We are currently in the Bhakti Yoga section, and we are in 10th chapter, the opulences of the Absolute, Vibhuti Yoga, and currently we are in the last section. So, may I request some devotee help me with the overview? Maybe Darshan Bendre Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, chapter 10, the opulence of absolute. Section 1, which is 1 to 7, where Krishna is, it is mentioned, Krishna is the source of everything. 8 to 11, it's a Chatushloki Gita. 12 to 18, Arjuna's acceptance and request. 19 to 42, no Krishna through his vibhutis.
Okay. Currently, we are in which section?
We are in the 4th section, which we have completed shloka number 34 in last session.
So we have no Krishna through his vibhutis. This is the correct section. Yeah. Yes. So we'll continue that section. Sure. If you're able to see it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Shantanu, we continue reading till then.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Verse number 35. Yeah. So we are seeing Krishna through his vibhutis. I was mentioning that vibhutis, some of them will be the material vibhutis, some of them will be his own incarnations, avatars. Some of them will be what do you call, how he's prominent in that group, like that. So many ways. So these all come under the vibhutis of the Lord. So we have been seeing practically in every aspect the Lord covers. But still, at the ending, we'll find that Lord will say, still what I have spoken is a small portion. What you are, because it is unlimited. What can I speak? It is unlimited. So we are continuing. Brat Sama Tatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margashishoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Okay, please continue.
Of the hymns in the Samaveda, I am the Brihat Sam, and of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Mrigashira, November, December, and of
Margashirsha.
seasons, Margashirsha, November, December, and of seasons, I am flower bearing spring.
Yeah, I'm the flower bearing spring. So it's very clear. Previously, we saw that among the Vedas, I am what he says. You remember?
Samaveda.
Among the Vedas, he says, I am Samaveda. So I showed that all Vedas are important. But in that, again, particularly, he says that is Samaveda because there are beautiful poetry, beautiful songs in that for the, what do you call, alludation of the demigods and others. So, but in that also, there is a Brihat Sam, which is usually sung in the night. So this is for the pleasure. So this is much more special. So that's why he says that. So this is me only in that. So anything that special comes out, all of us know that. He says that. So that he mentions. Gayatri Chandasam. Gayatri is a what we chant as the Gayatri mantra also. And there is a meter called Gayatri in Vedic scriptures, all of us know that there are different meters. Like currently in Bhagavad Gita, maximum is Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup has 8 syllables per line into 8, 8, 8, 8. So it's 32 total. So like that, Anushtup Chanda. Gayatri has 6 syllables, 6 syllables. Like, so it goes like that. So different chandas are there. In that, one of the chandas is Gayatri. So it's as one of the best chandas is Gayatri. Gayatri also refers to the Gayatri mantra, which has been chanted by the Vedic followers. Then Masana Margashishram, of the months, he says, the November and December is considered very beautiful. That we'll see Prabhupada writes there. Why? Because the reasons is one of the things is there is harvesting of the grains actually. Usually it starts from November and December, particularly the rice grains, which are sown in something around June, July. It comes up there. That's a harvesting period. And so that's why it's one of the best periods of harvesting, and there is opulence. Everybody get grains to have it and all that. Then Rutunam Kusumakara. Kusumakara is spring, the current season that has started. Recently we saw that there's Vasant Panchami. That's the beginning of the spring season. The flowers are there, everything is yellow, everything. So all that he says is so the spring season. So like there are 6 Rutus. Out of 6 Rutus, he says this what do you call the best Rutu in that is Kusumakara is referring to Vasanta. Out of the months, he says these 2 months, Marga, Fish. Okay, kindly read that. Read this.
One of these
From-
songs in the
No,
Brihat
no,
Sam.
read from here.
Acha, okay. It has already been explained by the Lord that among all the Vedas, he is the Samaveda. The Samaveda is rich with beautiful songs played by the various demigods. One of these songs is the Brihat Sam, which is an exquisite melody and is sung at midnight.
So regarding Gayatri, I already spoke. Yeah, this mantra is meant for spiritually advanced people. Okay, go for month.
The month of November December is considered the best of all months because in India, grains are collected from the fields at this time, and the people become very happy. Of course, spring is a season universally liked because it is neither too hot nor too cold, and the flowers and trees blossom and flourish. In spring, there are also many ceremonies commemorating Krishna's pastimes. Therefore, this is considered to be the most joyful of all seasons, and it is the representative of the Supreme Lord Krishna.
Yeah, this is in spring only, few days back when he, I think 14th of February was spring this year. So that is the same time in Vrindavan we find that even in our temple, that everything is, deities are adorned in wonderful yellow, 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 everything is yellow. And at the same time, this is the beginning of Holy Festival in Vrindavan. Holy Festival goes right from now till Gaur Purnima. In Vrindavan, it's not one day Gaur Purnima festival. No, sorry, one day Holy Festival. It's Holy Festival. I mean, different levels of Holy Festivals also. It's the only place, I think, in the whole world or the whole universe where the Holi is celebrated such elaborately. So different moods are there in that celebration. And if you go immediately last few days, oh, everywhere it is colors. Colors. Vrindavan is filled with colors, full of Holi. And you go when you reach after or Purnima, you'll find the roads are filled with colors, the places are filled with colors, the homes are filled with colors, everything is full of colors. That's the spring. And this is here it is referring to the spring. Yes, it is not too cold, it is not too warm also. Slowly it will enter into the summer season, Grishma, and what you call the because the sun starts going towards traversing towards the northern hemisphere, the Uttarayan, what we call it as. Okay, next, text 36. Jutam chalayatamasmi tejas jayosmi vyavasayosmi sattvatam aham. Okay.
Translation: I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong.
Yeah. So yes, Jutam chalayatamas. Jutam. That's what again. Gambling. No? We know that You see, in gambling also intelligence is required. In the casinos and all that. So much of this. But he has not to say that what you call it is good or bad. It has its own this thing. Nobody is saying no. Uh, but if you see how does Krishna utilize it, if you see his devotees, the Pandavas, they were trying to be in the kingdom with their rights and try to serve, try to do everything was sincerely they were endeavoring of it. But the Kauravas were trying to do chala. Jutam chalayata. They were trying to do that chala with them, trying to play through the gambling match, through many things, trying to cheat them. So then the Lord also showed, oh, you are cheating my devotees. I will also show how can I cheat you. And that's why in even the battlefield of Kurukshetra, we find that. And the Lord patiently waited, did this thing, and finally, he also showed how to do things. So that's why Lord says that, oh, if you feel that I can cheat, you can cheat me and my devotees, I will show you how I am much more better or the greatest cheaters among all of us. That's why the Lord is. That's why uh, the Kauravas, when they played with the devotees of the Lord waited, and then finally he also showed. Yeah, Shato Shatyam, tit for tat, kind of this. However, not to say that this is not an encouragement for uh, what do you call gambling or start gambling and then show one's intelligence. It's only Krishna is saying Krishna is saying that if that is the case, even that I can do much more better. That's everybody knows. Tejas Vinama. This we know. Victory. Whether India wins versus Pakistan wins. If you know, out of two teams, only one team will win. Sometimes this team may win, sometimes that team will win. So that's it. Ultimately, victory is Krishna. If you know the source of victory is coming from Krishna, you will be happy either of the teams wins. Because in a match, what do you expect? Two teams to win? Or we expect one team to win? One team to win, right? That's all. But the emotions that we carry for the team and all that thing, that becomes our attachment. So that's how it is. Uh, of course, victory in many terms. Here, if you call more specifically, victory will be in terms of dharmic victory, not that anything related. But I'm just telling as an opulence to call for. And Vyavasayo, here Prabhupada writes as enterprise or endeavor. Yeah, among the endeavors, or what is Prabhupada translated here? Adventure, Prabhupada. So another meaning is endeavor also. Among the endeavors, I am the effort which gives results. That is the meaning what Krishna is trying. I am the endeavor for the enterprise. I am the endeavor, or I am the adventure that will give the results. So that is what it. Even sometimes we feel I have done so much. Oh, even your endeavor, Krishna was there with us in order to give the results. So yes, when it is right thing, we give our best endeavors. In that Krishna will be there with us. Sattvam, Sattvatam. There he says that I am the strong of the strength of the strong. Yeah, continue.
There are many kinds of cheaters all over the universe. Of all cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represents Krishna. As the Supreme, Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man. The unfortunate commentator who wants to cheat Krishna and the public by saying that there is something greater than Krishna is cheated by Krishna, and the commentator cannot understand Krishna after any length of time.
Yeah, this is Prabhupada speaking from another angle of vision. One of the angle of even how the cheating is done. So how they are cheated. Yeah.
Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his deceit. His greatness is not simply one sided, it is all sided.
Yeah. Even on the other side. Okay.
Among the victorious, he is victory. He is the splendor of the splendid. Among enterprising and industrious, he is the most enterprising, the most industrious. Among adventurers, he is the most adventurous, and among the strong, he is the strongest. When Krishna was present on earth, no one could surpass him in strength. Even in his childhood, he lifted Govardhan Hill.
Next 37. Vrishinam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjayah Muninam api aham Vyasah Kavinam Ushana Kavihi.
Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudev, and of the Pandavas, I am Arjun. Of the sages, I am Vyas, and among great thinkers, I am Ushana.
Ushana is here Shukracharya. Okay. So Vrishnunam Vasudevoham. So here when he's saying Vasudevoham, uh, the Acharya says one of the meaning is uh, because Krishna cannot be put as Vibhuti. He is the source of Vibhutis. Again, you call him, he is one of the Vibhutis. It doesn't befit. So here Vasudev had two sons, Krishna and Balaram. So then when it becomes Vasudeva, it is representing many times Krishna only, but it also can refer to, in this verse, it's very clearly referring to Balaramji. That even Prabhupada will say. So Balaramji is also the son of Vasudeva, and that's why he's saying he's also my Vibhuti. I said Krishna, all his incarnations, avatars, they can also, because everything that is coming from him. So here it is referencing. Or another thing Prabhupada will give down, he will say that Krishna, original Krishna is always remains in Vrindavan. He never goes out of it. So one of the expansion of Krishna, we all know that is Vasudeva Krishna. Vasudeva Krishna. So that expansion is Krishna himself. So if it is calling with respect to Krishna, it goes as the Dwarka Krishna, but the original Krishna is Vrindavan. Like that. It is an expansion. That is how it is referring to Krishna. Another way it is Balramji referring to. Why? Because to call the source itself as the Vibhuti, it doesn't make sense. So that's why it is called Vishnu Vasudeva. There is another meaning. I will not go into that. There's Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Now, specifically now, Arjuna is not feeling that. Oh, that means you and I are one. Okay, that means, I know, Pandavanam, all the Pandavas. Out of that, why Arjuna is special? Arjuna is special because it is to be understood that what do you call among the Pandavas, because Arjuna is also considered under the category of avatar of the Lord. Why? Because in the Narayan Rishi past time, if you see, Nara and Narayan is that Nara is representing our what do you call Arjuna, who comes along with that. So Nara Rishi. So like that. Whereas other Pandavas does not have that specific feature when compared to in the Pandavas. So that's how he stands. Of course, he's because if you call in terms of love and devotion and everything, surely Arjuna is there. But even Yudhishthir had, even Bhima had. It's not that uh, actually when Krishna was going to Dwarka, Kunti tried all the Kunti prayers are that she's persuading Krishna to stay back. Actually, after that also Krishna was about to go only. It's only Yudhishthir. When he said, Krishna, can you stay for? He stayed back. And our acharyas say that he stayed back because only for love of Yudhishthir. It doesn't mean to say that others didn't have it, but out of his love, he was captured. So others, it's not that others don't have love for this thing. How does Arjuna stand? Because yes, because you have the distinction of being an avatar also. Whereas the other Pandavas do not have that distinction. That's why he stands unique in that sense. Next, Muninam Abhyaham Vyasa. This is very clear because Vyasa is also one of the incarnations of the Lord, or the literary incarnation, what you call. And even, okay, Kavinam Ushna. So Kavi, that Kavi is representing our Shukracharya. Yeah. Okay, please read this.
Krishna is the original supreme personality of Godhead, and Baldev is Krishna's immediate expansion. Both Lord Krishna and Baldev appeared as sons of Vasudev, so both of them may be called as Vasudev. From another point of view, because Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, all the forms of Krishna that appear elsewhere are his expansions. Vasudev is Krishna's immediate expansion, so Vasudev is not different from Krishna. It is to be understood that the Vasudev referred to in this verse of Bhagavad Gita is Baladev or Balaram, because he is the original source of all incarnations and thus he is the sole source of Vasudev. The immediate expansions of the Lord are called Swamsha, personal expansions, and there are also expansions called Vibhinnamsha, separated expansions.
Okay. Among the Munis, he says, the Pandavas, yes. And among the Kavis, Ushana, Shukracharya was the spiritual master of the demons. He was an extremely intelligent and far-seeing politician. The Shukracharya is another representative. It is in terms of, don't go in terms of how does he, no, what the intelligence he carries. That has been representing Krishna. Okay. Dando damayatam asmi nitirasmi jigistam maunam chaivasmi guhyanam gnanam gnanavatam aham. Okay.
Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. And of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence. And of the wise, I am the wisdom.
Yeah, it's very clear. Dando damayatam asmi. Like it is very clear. But in the West, it is said that no, in love, in war and love, everything is fair. It means that whatever it takes to get, whatever it takes to get victory, that is the meaning. Whatever it get to get victory, do it. That might be the attitude, but Krishna doesn't recommend that attitude. He says here that yes, you want victory, get it by virtuous means. Virtuous means. So, but as is here, there are many suppressing agents. So, in that, sorry, I was referring to other point. So, in that, what do you call it? Yeah, I am actually sorry. I am referring to this second point first. So, damayata must be, that is very clear actually. Here it tries that there are many suppressing agents. Of is the most important sama, dama, danda, and bheda. Bheda and last is danda. So we find that there is levels of punishment. There is sama, dama, bheda, and last is danda. Danda is like when applied on the last. So that is what it is. So Krishna says, even if somebody is not following the law, because certain things we try. Even Krishna also applied different means while dealing with the Kauravas. The Pandavas also tried. So nothing worked. That's how the final thing has been war. This has been come, and then punishment is also a part of the war. You can see. And we all know that one who is not following the moral principles in the state also, we find punishment is a means which has been utilized to correct and bring people to the right path. Here, Prabhupada. There are many suppressing agents, of which the most important are those cut down miscreants. When miscreants are punished, sorry, when miscreants are punished, the agency of chastisements represents Krishna. So that is why. So when it comes to this Niti, I was saying, I took that point first. Niti Rasmi, Jigistam, he says. So that attitude where you find what do you call it? Whatever it takes to do it for the victory. So this nitis, usually what Krishna, you find that there are three kind of nitis. There is Brahaspati niti, there is Shukra niti, there is what do you call it? Kanika niti, like that. So Brahaspati niti means choose good means so that you get the good ends. Means right kind of means for the right kind of ends. Shukra niti is as long as we get our what do you call it? Ends are good, then whatever you do, it doesn't matter. And Kanika Niti is what doesn't care about good or bad results. Make sure that you are protected, your pleasure is more important, and your power is more important. That is like last kind of reverse kind of Niti. That's why Krishna first uses the Brahaspati Niti. If you see in the Mahabharata, Brahaspati Niti means what? Choose the good means for getting good ends. Means what he told Kurus that see on behalf of the Pandavas he gone to tell that give 5 villages to the Pandavas. And since you are all ruling the Pandavas, saying that you continue to rule, so that you are also ruling. So he went with a good means so that the ends are good. So the Pandavas also get 5 ruling because they are Kshatriyas, they have to rule it. And then at the same time, the ends will be good so that what will happen? So you continue to rule and Pandavas also continue to rule the 5 villages. So that is good. But since they did not agree for that, then war was inevitable. And in that we find that the Kurus applied unfair means. So similarly, Krishna also uses Shukra Niti, the second one. What is that? As long as the ends are good, ultimately to establish dharma, certain things has to be taken care. That's why we find in the Mahabharata war, what do you call, certain things seems to be unethical, seems to be used to end to reach to get the ends met with nicely. So that is like almost like Shato Shatyam. So because first it was the Kauravas who had this kind of what do you call, plan. Whatever the way they wanted to win the war, and they wanted to apply different things. Even from the beginning, they gambled, they put the Pandavas into trouble and everything. The different kind of things they were doing. So like Krishna showed it in the battlefield also. So according, so Niti is also having different Nitis. So he says, I am best of the Nitis. Maunam Chaivasmi Guhyana. We know that Maunam is like silence. Is nothing can be more secret than silence. Of course, one who cannot keep it in his belly or he cannot keep it, that is a different thing. But silence, for example, if you, how to call it, protect your wealth silently or protect many things, it will be known to somebody or other by some time or other. What do you call it? Some next generation may dig it out and figure out, oh, or it may get to somebody. But do you think something is told to you and you are not spoken to anybody in the world and we die also? It never will be known. Never ever will be known to anybody. What was his, what did he, what was his intention actually, or what was, it's very difficult to know because he kept silence. He never spoke that to anybody. So that becomes Guya. The topmost of the secrets is if somebody doesn't speak out, that what is supposed to be spoken. So other things of this world cannot remain as secret, more or less. Somebody or other come to like that. But Maunam is very powerful. Jnanam Jnanavatama, that we have seen many times. Okay. To be victorious in some field, yeah, the most victory element is morality. Yeah, next 39. Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tadam arjuna natadasti vina yatsyan maya bhutam characharam. Now, from here onwards till 42, it is more or less winding up of the vibhutis because there is unlimited, but still starts saying that everything is coming from me. Like that. Okay, please read.
Furthermore, O Arjun, I am the generating seed of all existences. Nothing moving or non-moving can exist without me.
Yeah, so this is like almost he's coming to an end. So everything he's saying that what to speak of, everything is coming from me, moving, non-moving. Now in that you fit any category. Now you fit moving category, you fit non-moving category, anything that is coming out. So he's just coming up to summarizing in these verses now coming ahead. Like that. Yeah. Bijam tadaham Arjuna, yachapi sarva bhutanam, tadasti vinayatsan. I think exists people. Maya bhutam charachara. Okay, read this. Okay.
Everything has a cause. Everything has a cause, and that cause or seed of manifestation is Krishna. Without Krishna's potency, nothing can exist, either moving or non-moving. Therefore, he is called omnipotent. Whatever
That's it.
existence.
That's it. Thank you. Done. Next 40. Nantos mama divyanam vibhutinam parantapa esha tutteshatah prokto vibhuter vishtaro maya. So, okay.
O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences.
Is that he's saying that na antosti. There is no anta to my divyanam vibhutis. There is no anta to my this special vibhutis, O Krishna, O Arjuna, Parantapa, killer of enemies. So he says that. But whatever I have spoken is what you call just what he says. I have spoken to you is mere indication. This is what is Uddishta as example. Uddishta as an example. Means I have just spoken you few examples. Prokta Vibhute Vistaro Maya. There is so many out of so many vibhutis I have just spoken to you, only few. There's no limit of it. Of my infinite opulences. Okay, go ahead.
As stated in the Vedic literature, Although the opulences and energies of the Supreme are understood in various ways, there is no limit to such opulences. Therefore, not all the opulences and energies can be explained. Simply a few examples are being described to Arjun to pacify his inquisitiveness.
To pacify his inquisitiveness. That's right. So even in the beginning, Lord said that I'm going to speak as a principally whatever is there. So one should not think that this many are the only opulences. No, no. Opulences are unlimited. But Krishna has spoken to Arjuna a few, very few in that sense. 41. This is a famous verse. Yad yad vibhuti matsatvam srimadurjitam eva va tat tatteva avagachatvam mama tejomsha sambhavam.
Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor.
Spark of my spirit. He says that Taddad vibhuti matsatvam. So all that Satvam means I told in the beginning, all that exists, it's referring to the existence. So all that existence, in that whatever you find the vibhutis, all that the special, special existence you find in all of them, like beauty, strength, and all that examples. Everything taddad eva gachatam. It is coming from me. But what it is mama tejo amsha sambhavam. It's only what do you call it, portion of my splendor. That means like even this material manifestation, everything that you are, whatever I described is nothing but spark. Means for the Lord, it is nothing. For us, it may be amazing. Everything he's saying that I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm in this, I'm in this, I'm this. That is amazement for us. But for Krishna, he's saying that this is nothing. It is like it's a part. It's simple. It's a tiny fragment because of which I have all these things in my control. That is showing his control. That is showing his power. That's what it is represent. Okay.
Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmented manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence.
Yeah. It's clear. Text 42. अथवा अथवा भूतैने भू sorry अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञानेन तवर्जुन विष्टाभ्याहम् इदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्. Okay.
But what need is there, Arjun, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe.
See, again, is substantially the same thing previously what was said. But a spark of my splendor. Uh, sorry, there is some power cut here. Anyway, you are able to hear me, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Don't see me as a ghost. Okay. Okay. So that's what Krishna says. Athava bhunete. There are so many. Kim gnatena. How much I should explain to you? Krishna. Krishtabhyam idam kritsnam ekam shestho jagat. So he's saying that everything is pervaded by me, by only my part. So this is single fragment of myself. I pervade and support this. Um, yeah. Ekam shestho jagat. So basically, he's talking about how everything is contained in him, how he's in everything. So he's called everything. It is mentioning how everything is within him, how he's in everything at the same time, how he's maintaining everything. So that's how he mean to say. Okay, go ahead. Prabhupada gives a beautiful purport. So there is good long lengthy purport. Yeah.
The Supreme Lord is represented throughout this entire material universes by his entering into all things as the Super Soul. The Lord here tells Arjun that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. He should know that all things are existing due to Krishna's entering them as Super Soul. From Brahma, the most gigantic entity, on down to the smallest ant. All are existing because the Lord has entered each and all and is sustaining them.
Yeah, different means they are he's sustaining their bodies, he's sustaining their lives, everything practically. And not only what you call all this Brahma till down the ant, the living entities, practically the manifestation of the whole universe, whatever is there. See here also, can you read this? This is also very important line. I just did not highlight it. 1 minute. Please read it.
There is a mission that regularly propounds that worship of any demigod will lead to one to the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Supreme Goal. But here in the 10th chapter, that idea is thoroughly discouraged. To completely eradicate this wrong idea, in the chapter, Lord Krishna informs us that even the greatest demigods like Brahma and Shiva represent only part of the opulence of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
He is
So he himself is telling that, what do you call it? The beginning also we saw that he is a super soul antaryami of the whole material universe as Mahavishnu. And as for a individual universe, he is Garbhodaya Akshaya Vishnu. He is an antaryami there. And at the individual level also is. So this is my vibhuti he is telling. What to speak of demigods and all. Why demigod worship is condemned is, by seeing all this thing opulence in 10th chapter, you will find that practically everywhere there is Krishna. Then why to separately worship the demigods, Re Baba? That's what it is the point. Why do you want to worship the demigods at all? Everything is Krishna is nowhere. He is giving an opportunity. Okay, this demigod is take care of these things. I don't take care. He doesn't say even that. Practically everything is within. I'm there everywhere. So why to exclusively worship the demigods? That's the opulence. That means what? Even the demigods, whatever the opulence say, that is coming from me. When Krishna says finished, what else is remaining? Then why don't we approach him directly? He's the origin of everything. Even Lord Shiva, even Lord Brahma, everything. Blueprint is given to Lord Brahma, how to create, how to do. And he himself also don't know how wonderful creation is happening even without his, such potencies are there with him. And Lord Shiva, at the end of while he's doing the annihilation part. Oh, who's that? We all know that. Ananda Shesha. Ananda Shesha helps him to do that. Okay, continue. So that's why there is no need of demigod worships everywhere. If you properly understand the 10th and 11th chapters also, the 11th chapter also, universal form. Everything is within. Okay. Okay.
He is the origin of everyone born, and no one is greater than him. He is Asam Urdhva, which means that there is no one superior to him and that no one is equal to him. In the Padma Puran, it is said that one who considers the Supreme Lord Krishna in the same category with demigods, be they even Brahma or Shiva, becomes at once an atheist.
Why? Because we know that that is the second offense. Okay.
If, however, one thoroughly studies the different descriptions of the opulences and expansions of Krishna's energy, then one can understand without any doubt the position of Lord Krishna and can fix his mind in the worship of Krishna without deviation. The Lord is all pervading by the expansion of his partial representation, the Supersoul, who enters into everything that is. Pure devotees therefore concentrate their minds in Krishna consciousness in full devotional service. Therefore, they are always situated in the transcendental position. Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter in verses 8 through 11. That is the way of pure devotional service. How
Yeah.
one can attain the highest devotional perfection of association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been thoroughly explained in this chapter. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, a great acharya in disciplic succession from Krishna, concludes his commentary on this chapter by saying, Yat Shakti Leshat Suryadaya Bhavant Attugra Tejasa Yadamshena Dhritam Vishwam Sakrishno Dashamer Archate. From Lord Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power, and by Krishna's partial expansion, the whole world is maintained. Therefore, Lord Krishna is worshipable.
Yeah, worshipable, right? Lord Krishna is worshipable. He says that Archayate Sa Krishna Dashame Archayate. By going to this chapter of 10 chapter, I said in the beginning also, when everything in this universe is Krishna alone, when you come to know, then he's thus worthy of worship or thus worthy of service. That's what one has to understand. by Krishna given intelligence, that should be the realization. And understanding that, one should taste the sweetness of Krishna in the verses between 7, 8 to 11, because ultimately that is what it is meant for, for the devotees. So, yeah. So yes. So concluding to this chapter, now we should always understand that one should. Okay. So the principle of this, what you call Vibhuti section, which whatever attracts us or others, we connect that to Krishna. By connecting that with Krishna, we could become Krishna consciousness through the things of what we are anyways conscious of. So the whole process of Bhakti Yoga, as we saw, is a process of not rejecting, but connecting. And that connection of matter with the spirit is revealed in a beautiful way through this chapter of Vibhuti Yoga. So, this manifestations will be found in this universe by in different living entities in different parts of creation, and everywhere we find it. So we get we get attracted to that, but more than that, our attracted to is where it is coming from, to the root, not just get attracted to it. So that's why. So Vibhuti we get attracted to, but whether it will take to Krishna or it will just increase our attachment, that one has to see. It's very important for that. So it's not that every Vibhuti will take you to Krishna naturally. No. If you focus upon it where it is coming from, and that what will turn into devotion. Now that I am okay, anyway, this is also Krishna, that is also Krishna. Ultimately, I am attracted to Krishna. Oh, that is not. We appreciate through this means how Krishna is glorious and how opulency, how he is present in all this, and how he is supplying his power from. Because this Vibhuti Yoga, more or less, if in today's context, people will say how it is this thing, Krishna. Yeah, today people are attracted to more to film stars or musicians or rock stars or sometimes politicians, and many things people are being attracted to. But the difficulty is they are attracted to them only, but they are not able to see where is that power, beauty, or the caliber, everything that is where it is coming from. As I was saying in the last class also, is it a film star or who is beauty? Did he create it? It's for a manifestation for some time. Once he's gone, that beauty will go to in some other's body. it's similarly politician. He has some political powers and all those things, doing good for the nation and all those. Yeah, it is there for him. He's doing good. Somebody else will come tomorrow. So like that. So you find in this. But if you become attached to that person and that this thing, not seeing the connection to Krishna, the Krishna factor, then what happens is when that person is gone, one also becomes doomed. That's it. So that's why whether these vibhutis, one is able to see the root underlying principle in that. That is most important. So the devotee sees that thing. And moreover, for I said, this is Krishna talking not for devotee. For a devotee, he appreciates. But for his processes, he sees the beautiful Sham Sundar form of the Lord. For him, it's not, okay, let me see Krishna in that. Let me start worshipping this. No, that is not his process. Our process is very clear. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. Our process is very clear. We see Krishna in full form, a nice Sachidananda form. We take his darshan, we worship him, we do archana. Everything is very clearly to us. We don't have to follow it. Yes, but anything we find very wonderful, very splendid, like Prabhupada could see death bombs as Krishna in this Japanese war in Kolkata. He could see during that war. See, Krishna is coming in the form of death. There is one devotee also, Prabhupada disciple. One time he came to our ashram. He said, "I'm waiting for the day when Krishna will come as the form of death. I'm just waiting for that adventure moment when Krishna is coming." See, what means what? Like his main worship of Krishna is as such in what you call as Sham Sundar only. But if death is coming, people are amazed. People are bewildered also. For a devotee, I said, this is Krishna coming in my form. And whatever way he want to take, let him take. That's how devotee may connect it. But his and proper sadhana and this thing is very clear to him. He understands because he sees everything, Krishna. But he knows that Krishna has the Sakshat form also, although he's pervaded everywhere. So that's how this Vibhuti Yoga teaches it. And that's it. And come to the end of this chapter. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose to the 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of opulence of the Absolute. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I think I'm trying to serve you by the, I think, number of, what do you call, I short over for the classes. For a few of the classes, I short over beyond 8:50. So I hope by completing this in 15 plus 20, around 20 minutes, around 25 minutes early, I'm giving you that benefit of 25 minutes. So somebody wish to leave because of things, they can leave. Somebody has any queries, they can ask. Yes, Prabhu. Any questions? Yeah, surprising nowadays. Either you are understanding everything or I'm not sure whether I'm able to help you out. Anyway, section was Vibhutis, so everything is clear. And many of you might have heard, usually many of your voice devotees, so you get to hear these sections again and again. Fine. Okay, we'll stop here. Now, day after tomorrow, I purposely took the class today because of tomorrow's Nityanand Triyodashi and Pune we have anniversary also, so I didn't want to surely. And day after tomorrow, I was thinking that because that is my last day of service in Ayodhya also. So our service usually starts in the morning. So that day, because many of you might be stretching, I'm not sure, stretching for tomorrow's sevas also. Tomorrow evening, there may be processions and all that thing done. So, and seeing current 2 more chapters are remaining. So I feel that by March ending, we should be able to do it. Yeah, so maybe we'll not have any class day after tomorrow also. So I'll directly take in the next week, start with a new chapter. Is that okay? So that you all have a nice Nityananda Triyodashi anniversary so that you can get rendered more service, do your this thing, and maybe next day you can take, and I also get to serve here for the last day. Okay, Prabhus, thank you very much for joining. And one question is there, I'm not sure. Prabhu, what should be the prayer to Lord Nityananda? Please go and attend the class. There you'll get everything related to Nityananda. Giriraj Maharaj is giving as per my knowledge. What more? He will tell the glories of Lord Nityananda. But yes, as a one line, because you asked the question. Yes, he's Adi Guru, not different from Balram. So one should pray for his strength in practice of spiritual life and shelter, that we take the shelter of once his representative as Guru who has come in our life, was taken out from this material existence, that we follow through the end of the, till the end of the life and beyond. That the vows we have taken him, waken under him and taken shelter. And the great shelter he has given to us, the gift of Krishna consciousness that has brought in our life. So he's non-different in that sense. He's a representative of Lord Nityananda. So let's take the shelter of Lord Nityananda by the process of taking shelter of one's Guru, Prabhupada, and the previous acharyas. Ja, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada. Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for allowing me also, because I have to rush for seva now.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Krishna.
Bol.
Thank you, Pujit.